There is something very strange about belly fat. It appears very quickly. Just a few weeks of eating freely and moving less than usual, and suddenly you notice that your clothes start feeling tighter around the waist. But when you decide to lose it, everything suddenly becomes extremely difficult. You try running, you try doing ab workouts, you try many different methods, yet the layer of fat around your stomach hardly seems to change. This makes many people believe that belly fat is almost impossible to get rid of. But the truth is that our bodies operate according to very clear rules. And once you understand those rules, losing belly fat becomes much simpler. To understand belly fat, first you need to understand how the body stores energy. Imagine your body as a fuel storage system. Every time you eat, your body receives energy. If that energy is not used immediately, it gets stored. A small portion is stored in the muscles, but most of it is stored as body fat. This is actually the body's way of protecting us. For thousands of years of human evolution, food was not always available. So the body learned to store energy for times of scarcity, and belly fat is one of those energy reserves. One thing that confuses many people is this. When they start losing weight, other parts of the body change first. The face becomes slimmer, the arms get smaller, the shoulders and back look more defined, but the belly still holds quite a lot of fat. This happens because the body does not lose fat evenly from all areas. Each person has a unique fat storage map that is largely determined by genetics. For many people, the abdomen is the place where the body holds on to energy the longest. In other words, it is the final reserve. So when you lose fat, the belly is often the last area to shrink. When people notice that belly fat is hard to lose, many choose a familiar solution. They start doing a lot of ab exercises, crunches, sit-ups, planks, hundreds of repetitions every day. But this does not make belly fat disappear, because the body does not burn fat in a specific area just because you train that part. Ab exercises only make the abdominal muscles stronger, but the layer of fat on top still needs to be reduced through overall fat loss. Fortunately, the body operates according to a very clear rule. That rule is energy balance. If you burn more energy than you consume, your body is forced to use its stored energy, and that stored energy is fat. This state is called a calorie deficit. When this condition is maintained for many days or weeks, the body begins to reduce its stored fat. There are two ways to create a calorie deficit. The first way is to control how much food you eat. The second way is to increase the amount of energy you burn. And this is where movement becomes very important. Many people think that to burn fat, they must train extremely hard. But what matters more is the total amount of movement throughout the day. People whose jobs require a lot of walking or who stay active regularly usually burn more energy than those who sit all day. Think about athletes, soccer players, runners, tennis players. You rarely see them with belly fat, not because they have special genetics, but because they move a lot every day. They run, move constantly, train, and burn energy continuously. This makes it difficult for the body to store excess fat. The good news is that you do not need to train like a professional athlete to get similar benefits. Simply increasing movement in your daily life can already make a big difference. One of the easiest ways to increase your level of activity is simply walking. Walking does not put heavy stress on your joints. It does not exhaust your body. And you can do it almost every day. Just try to walk a little more. Walk after meals. Take the stairs, park a little farther away, or spend a few minutes taking a walk outside. These small steps add up very quickly. Interestingly, fat loss rarely comes from one big change. It usually comes from small changes repeated every day. Eating more sensibly, moving more, getting enough sleep. When these habits are maintained over time, the body gradually uses its stored fat. And over time, belly fat will also decrease. Belly fat is not something that cannot be eliminated, but it is often the last area to shrink. That is why patience is important. When you understand how the body manages energy, everything becomes clearer. Eat sensibly, move more, and maintain those habits over a long period of time. Then the results will come naturally.